Well, hello everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Lisa Horton Crafts. I'm Sheryl, and I'm going to be sharing some fun Lisa Horton products again with you today. So let's see, to get started, first, let me make sure that everybody can hear me. Hi, Lorraine, how are you? Hi, Carol, and Jean, and Tracy. Are you all able to hear me okay? I know last time I had a few little problems with my sound, and I hope that we don't have that same issue today. But I'll just wait a few seconds here and make sure that you can hear me. It looks good on my end. So if you can hear me okay, just let me know that, and we'll go ahead and get going. Hi, Joe. Hi, Tracy. Okay, thanks, Carol. I appreciate it. Okay, so what we're working with today, as you can see, I've got some of Lisa's metallic waxes, peppermint green, pink peony, and rich gold. And then I've got the Happy Vibes sentiment strips. I'm using the Sending Sunshine for this card. And I've got my nested stitched bubble ovals. And of course, our craft dies, we're using the Scribbled flowers, and they're the primary focus on today's project, and the padded quilt embossing folder. So those are the core products that I'm going to be using. And to get started, I want to show you this die, how it comes. There's 8 dies, and it comes all as one piece, which I actually love. You can cut these apart, but I did not. What I did was I used a 6x6 piece of textured cardstock. Oh, let me show you the cardstock that I used. I used the premium linen textured cardstock in Classic Essentials, and I used 3 of the colors. I used this petal pink and the summer green, and what was the other color? Was the lemon drizzle. So those are the 3 colors that I used for the card today. And it's really nice that these waxes coordinate well with those cardstock. So I actually just cut a 6x6 square, which fits this perfectly. And then you can cut the outline and the solid flowers all in one fell swoop. And I like it because I like having extras of things. So this makes it perfect for me. But like I said, you can cut those apart if you want to. So I did do a little bit of homework up front. Let me put this away, and I'll show you the homework that I did already. I like it. This was my first time playing with the Scribbled flowers, Rebecca, and I really like them. Oh, let me show you the product, or the project. So this is the project that I used. I waxed the embossed folder, and then I also embossed the envelope flap. And I'm going to change the colors just a teeny weeny bit, but that is in essence the project, and I think it's just so pretty and delicate. I like it. Okay, so I did some homework up front. I already embossed my envelope flap for this one, and this is an A2 size card. So I have an A2 size card base, and then I have, this is A2 size panel, 4 and 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I did 2 of the flowers ahead of time, and I left one to do with you so you can see. So I die cut the flowers, and then I just took the wax, the coordinating color, and just I wanted the flowers to have just a little bit different look, but still be the same color. You can use these outlines by themselves, or you can or you can pair them like I did with the same color, or you can pair them with different colors, whatever you think works. But I love these waxes, and it gives just a nice little, not a whole lot of shine, but just enough, I think. And it's so easy to do if you hold on to the flower. And it's, it's a teeny bit messy, but it's well worth it, I think. I don't think that's much of a mess at all, because you just take your finger, and if you don't like using your fingers, you can always use a dauber or something like that. But I'm fine using my fingers because it cleans up pretty easily. And so so I'm gonna let that sit there and dry, and then I'm gonna clean up my mess here. And it's water soluble, which is wonderful. And I don't want to get any of this wet, so let me make sure I've got that out of the way. And get that off my fingers and wipe that up. And we'll dry that off before we keep going. Okay, and so there we have our two pieces, and there's the wax. So these are the three waxes again that I used, and they coordinate with these colors very nicely. So I'll go ahead and put some glue on my flower outline and adhere it. I know, Lorraine, I was so excited that I actually got it while it was still in stock. Okay, come on. I thought I had my glue all set to go, but let's try it one more time. And just, a few dots of glue. Eventually we'll get some glue out of here. It's probably time for me to get new bottles because these are pretty old. I wish I could get Lisa's glue, but I forgot to turn that phone off. But here we go. Let's see. Okay, let's try this. If this doesn't work, I'll just get another bottle because this one is not cooperating at all. So let's see if this one, I got that one because it looked like it had more glue in it, but apparently it's got some kind of clog down in there. There we go. And just a few dots of glue around, or if you have it, you can use the two-sided adhesive sheets to do this die cut. And you don't have to glue everywhere, obviously, but just making sure that those endpoints are going to stick. And put that on. I'm going to pick this up so I can make sure I get it straight on there. And it's so easy to do, and it's so pretty. I think I got those lined up pretty well, I think. Okay, so those are the three flowers that we're going to use on our card. Really quick and easy. All of these waxes out of the way because we're not. I need the rich gold. So we're done with the other. So the next thing I did was took the panel and I just die cut this oval the bubble oval, this one, in the center of that panel. Just put that there. And I'm going to tape it down because I want to make sure it's, it doesn't have to be exactly in the center, because I just kind of eyeball it. And if it looks straight and in the center, I just go with that. And that looks pretty close. So I'm going to move off camera for a second here and run this through my embossing machine. Okay, and then we'll bring that back and lift that up. Try to be careful with this tape because sometimes it'll stick to my cardstock. So it's pretty low tag, but I have had it stick every now and again. Okay, and so I'll just take that out. And this we can move to the side for now. And what I'm going to do is take this piece then and use the embossing folder to put the design on that outer frame. And this A2 size fits great top to bottom. So make sure I'm doing this the right way on the right side. Okay. And then just line that up however looks good. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to run this through my embossing machine again to get our design on there. Uh-oh, got plates falling. Sorry about that. Okay. So here we go. Got the beautiful quilting on there. Such a pretty pattern. And that nice deep embossing that Lisa's known for. It's gorgeous. So now I'm going to take some of the rich gold wax and I'm just going to rub it all around this frame. And I didn't have any issues with having too much wax on my fingers because it really does spread smoothly and evenly if you get it more in one spot than you want. And you can make it as light or as dark as you want. I just wanted something kind of in between, not too light and not too dark, but just give it that nice bit of color. And it's such a pretty, sorry to lift my bracelets up off of this table. You guys are probably hearing all that scratching. I'm sorry. And then just go around. Adding the rich gold metallic wax. Super easy. And these metallic waxes, if you don't have them, you probably want to have them in your stash because they are wonderful. So many things you can do. They're very versatile. But if you're like me and like to keep it simple, this works too beautifully. Just gonna work it all the way around. Then I kind of look to see if I missed any spots, which I tend to do. But I want enough color that there's definition. You can see that those grooves, and I think that's That's pretty good, I think. Okay, so we're done with that. You know what? I think on my sample, that's a lot of white. So I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of the wax around the perimeter, and we'll see if we like it. And just lightly going around, just to add just a little hint of color. You don't really have to go all the way around, I don't suppose, but I think I will, just because. And just so it's not so stark white. I still want some of the white to show, but not as much white as was there before on that first one. Okay, so we got just a little bit there going around. Okay, now I'm going to put my wax away and clean up my mess, and we'll keep going. And I apologize. I hope you can't hear the mowers. I don't know. They typically come on Wednesday. I'm not sure what caused them to come today, but we're just going to keep going. Okay, so now we've got this and this. So what I want to do, I adhered this using foam so that I have a little bit of dimension there. So I'm going to bring out my roll of foam tape and add the foam to the back of this panel. And I've actually got two different sizes because I'm going to put a little bit of foam. I'm going to use this piece just because I don't like waste. I'm going to add a little bit of foam to, or the thinner foam to the piece that goes on the inside, that scalloped edge. That's a little, okay, a little too short and a little too long, so we'll just cut it. And with the foam, it doesn't matter a whole lot how you put it on. You just don't want it so wide that it is peeking through that hole like that is. So this is a little bit too wide. I'm going to trim that down just a little bit because I don't want you to be able to see the foam from the inside of the oval cut. I'm going to trim that down just a wee bit there. And try it again. There we go. And put that on, trim it. Actually, I want to put this, not that up against there. Trim that end. And it doesn't have to be perfect or pretty because it's not really going to be seen. So you don't have to worry about that a whole lot. And if you have thinner foam tape, you don't have to do all this cutting, but I use what I have. This is a little thinner, so this might work better. There we go. Okay, and then we got to do this piece up here. Okay, so that's that part taped. So we can go ahead and put this on the front of our card base. And I forgot to, I guess it doesn't matter which way I put it. Get this release paper off of here. And then do my best to get it on straight. The hardest part of the card is getting this down straight. But this is an easy card, like my projects are. Easy, especially if you want to do multiples at one time. This is really a nice one because you can cut all those flowers at one time, and you can mix and match your colors. You can have the same color. And let's see, how are we doing? I think we got it. Here we go. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use a thinner tape. I still want it to have a little bit of space between the card and the back because I want to tuck my flower down in there. So that's why I'm using foam tape, but I didn't want it to be the exact same dimension as, or thickness as the tape that I put on the frame, because I want to keep that sense of depth there. So this is a little more shallow or thinner foam tape than, okay, so let's see. Make sure I get that in. You're right. I just run my fingernail all around the rim to make sure it's down under there. And it is. Okay. So that, yeah, I do like having a little bit more color there, not just solid white. Okay, so then the last few things we have to do is put our flowers, and I just kind of stick them in one of the holes at first just to see where I want them, which hole I want to put them in. And depending upon where I put the tape, like this, I'm going to have to, I want it to go here. So I'm going to have to cut that down a little bit, do a little bit at a time, so I can put that where I want it. That looks pretty good. And then this is going to go, maybe I'll do there. And then this one is going to go here, like that. Yeah, okay. So now that I know what I want to do, I'll just add some glue and get that going. Did I pick up the wrong glue? I think I might have. Okay, let's try again. And I'm going to use some, I use glue on this bottom part, but I'm going to put a foam square behind the flower itself. So it'll, I don't want it to lay flat. So I'm just going to put a foam square behind it. I'll do 2 on this one because it's I probably could get away with 1, but there we go. Take those off. Okay, here we go. All right, oops, what did I do? Didn't mean to do that. Okay, and we'll have that go right there. And then we'll do the same thing with this one, add a little glue to the stem and the leaf, and then add a dimensional to the back or a foam square. Okay. Let me just do 1 on this one. And here we go. Let's do it like that. So there. And then we'll add our last little flower. And I didn't put any adhesive on the backs of the flower pods themselves on this one. I just let them be a little loose. So depending upon what you're going to do with this, if you're going to mail it, you might want to stabilize those pods a little bit with a foam square, but I didn't think that I needed to. Let's see, I'm going to put this down a little bit and trim, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can go up. Maybe you can fit. It'll fit just fine. So there we go with that. And then I just made a little ribbon to clean up some of this mess. A little bow out of just some craft ribbon that I got from, I think I got off of Amazon. Any small little piece of ribbon will do. Or you don't even need the ribbon if you're not a ribbon like person. That's okay. And then I'll just, when I make this, I'll adhere it using a little glue dot. Oh. Well, that wasn't a bow at all. You let it go. You don't want to be doing that. Okay, there we go. And don't want it too big. Just a teeny little bow. Okay, and then I'll take a glue dot and stick that on. And I kind of roll the glue dot around my little pokey tool because the dot is bigger than the little knot on my bow. So I'm just going to roll that glue dot just a little bit and stick it on back there, and then decide where I want it to go. That looks pretty good. And then pull it out. And I'll take my scissors and trim it. Okay. Then I've got my sentiment that I stamped in black ink and then onto a piece of scrap cardstock. When I'm cutting down my cardstock to make my panels, those strips work perfectly for this. All you have to do is stamp and then trim one edge and you're good to go. And then I'm going to use this thinner foam tape again to put the sentiment on there so that it's a little bit, got a little bit of height, but not a whole lot, just some. And did I get that small enough? Yes, I did. Very good. Okay. Move this out of the way. And we can put our sentiment on and add a few little pearls. And I think that will be, let's see, I want to make sure I get this on straight. That looks straight. So I can go ahead and press that. Yeah, I like that I added a little more color there. And then I'll finish it up with some, I've got some spellbinders, little gems, whatever you have on hand. I just used several different sizes of these gems. I added the bigger one and then a medium-sized one. And Let's see, I think I'm gonna do it like that. And then a baby for up here. And these are not the same. I used the bigger ones on my sample, but I like these. Let's see, where's the baby? Here's another little baby. Put that in there like that. And there you have it. That's today's project using the beautiful Scribbled flowers craft dies. And I thank you so much for stopping by. If you do try this, be sure to share it. Whatever you make, be sure to share it on Lisa's Facebook group. We love seeing what everybody makes. And don't forget to check out our calendar. It should be posted in the group. And tomorrow, Claire will be live as usual. So be sure to stay tuned and check her out. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.